I've received a number of positive responses to last month's message, and I'm excited that new forms of communication like this are having a positive impact. This month, I wanted to speak to you about the service leadership programs here in Capital. We are fortunate as an organization to have branded initiatives for students at all age levels so they can not only develop as servant leaders, but also as individuals with a Kiwanis heart. Both Jen and I are products of our service leadership programs, as are many members of our home club. This is an important distinction as we continue to interact with these students. We are having an impact on how they will lead the rest of their lives. I'm a Kiwanian today because members of the Kiwanis Club of East Meadow, New York made a positive impact on me when I was a freshman in high school and encouraged my participation in Key Club. Not only is the number of service leadership programs clubs in Capital growing by leaps and bounds, but we have dedicated and incredibly hard-working Kiwanians here overseeing them. For elementary school students, we have Kiwanis Kids, which is headed up by Dorothy Murray of the Old Point Comfort Club. When those students move up to middle school, Builders Club is waiting for them, and Matthew Munn of the Kiwanis Club of Washington, D.C. is our district chair. The largest of our Kiwanis family branches is Key Club for high school students, looked after by District Administrator Joe Stankus of the North Central Richmond Club. Our only service leadership program that is not an actual club is Key Leader, a weekend leadership retreat for high school students. Our Key Leader district chair is Nicole McDermott from the Kiwanis Club of Tysons Corner, McLean. For those that enter the colleges and universities of the Capital District, Circle K International, or CKI, is waiting for them, and my wife Jen Wolf, also from the Tysons Corner McLean Club, serves as the district administrator. Finally, for adults living with disabilities, we have action clubs, and past Governor Art Riley from the Kiwanis Club of Westminster is our district chair. These individuals give vast amounts of their time and treasure to ensure that these students have the right experiences. Our Key Leader events have been so successful this past year that we were one of the only districts granted permission by Kiwanis International to add a third site to our 2012 calendar. In terms of size, our CKI and Key Club programs are second and fourth respectively in the entire Kiwanis world, and that's something for us to be truly proud of. They are both led by dynamic student leaders who I had the opportunity to sit down with and interview at our recent Kiwanis Family Conference in Front Royal, Virginia. I wanted each of you to have the chance to briefly hear from them before the end of their terms this spring. So I'm here today with the Key Club District Governor, Caroline Morris. Caroline, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Caroline Morris. I go to James Monroe High School in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I'm happy to be here this weekend at Kiwanis Family Weekend.
How did you get started in Key Club?
My freshman year in high school, I have an older sister, and she was in Key Club, and she told me kind of about the social part of it, and they always had food at their meetings, and I had known the advisor a couple years before when I had looked into Builders Club at my middle school. So just word of mouth.
Okay. And what did you do before your year as governor?
I was a lieutenant governor for Division 10B, and before that I had been a Kiwanis liaison and some other small odd jobs in my home club.
So what is the Capital District of Key Club doing this year?
This year we're really gearing up to raise money for the Eliminate Project, which is Kiwanis International's service project, and we're looking to raise $3.60 per Key Club member, and we have about 14,700 members. So if we meet that goal, we'll have $60,000 or so, which would be, huge, and we would like to present that at our district board, like our convention in March. And also, we picked our convention theme, and it's Sea of Service, and we're really looking to push our new mascot, the crab, which we share with Kiwanis and Circle K in the Capital District.
Fantastic. Great. Anything else you'd like to add?
I hope it's going to be a great year, and I'm really looking forward to also club building, which we're really pushing both Kiwanis and Key Clubs.
What can Kiwanis clubs in the Capital District do to assist the Capital District of Key Club?
I would love to see Kiwanis and Key Clubs sharing service projects and ideas and incorporating, Key Club incorporating Kiwanis and vice versa into their service projects and meetings. I think that's really important to have an open line of communication.
Great. We look forward to working with Key Club this year. Thanks very much.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, my name is Ryan White. I'm from Virginia Commonwealth University, a senior there, and the Capital District CKI governor this year.
Fantastic. And Ryan, what did you do before you were governor this year?
Before governor, I was the lieutenant governor last year, and the year before that, I was president of my club.
Great. What do you think is the single biggest issue facing CKI in your district this year?
I think this year we have a lot of clubs that are on that verge between being successful or failing, so we're really going to work with those clubs to make sure that they grow this year and go in a positive direction.
How do you think the Eliminate project will affect Circle K?
I think the Eliminate project is going to be great for Circle K. It's going to really give us a chance to work out and increase our publicity on campus, all while working towards a good cause. This year our district actually has a goal of raising $10,000.
Wow. And how many Circle Kers are there in the district right now?
Circle K last year we ended with, I believe the number was 956.
And that's on how many? 28 campuses?
About 28 clubs, yes.
Okay. What are the goals for the district this year besides Eliminate?
This year we have our goal of Eliminate, as well as we're working to rebuild some of our struggling clubs. Each of our goals also contains a unique part with the Kiwanis family. We'd really like to incorporate the Kiwanis family in with us this year, as well as public relations for CKI, really getting our name out on campus.
Okay. And what do you see are the challenges of Circle Kers making the transition into Kiwanis after graduation?
I think one of the challenges is really finding Circle Kers that are interested in Kiwanis and making that interesting for them. A lot of them are going to be young professionals coming in, so working with them to make sure that Kiwanis is something that they're interested in, and I think one of the best ways Kiwanis can do that is by continuing on that trend of CKI, lots of service and social aspects to the club.
So that's impacting, making sure the clubs have a positive experience waiting for potential members, including former SLPs like Circle Kers, right?
Definitely, a positive experience is what it's all about. People join people, they don't join clubs.
That's right. What can the Kiwanis clubs of the district do to help the CKI district this year?
I think it'd be great to see more Kiwanis to CKI interaction that starts on both ends of it, both with CKI visiting Kiwanis as well as Kiwanis visiting CKI. CKI clubs, while they do need the financial support, it's about more than that. They want the relationship, they want the career contacts, and they want the opportunity to do service with their Kiwanis club, what we're all about.
That's great. Circle K actually is one of the organizations that, while the smallest in the Kiwanis family, actually has the highest percentage of service hours per member, higher than Key Club, higher than Kiwanis, and they should be commended for that. Ryan, thanks very much for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
It is important to understand that Key Club, CKI, and all of our service leadership programs only succeed when we have dedicated and supportive Kiwanis clubs behind them. The unfortunate reality is that we have many orphaned Key Clubs who no longer have a Kiwanis club providing support to them. We also have new Key Clubs that are ready to charter, but lack a Kiwanis club in the area to provide guidance. Gone are the days when a Kiwanis club was required for a Key Club to charter, simply because Kiwanis International decided they didn't want to stifle the growth of the Key Club program. But Key Clubs that don't have sponsors lack much of the direction and guidance and positive impact that we need to be providing them. Many Kiwanians believe that sponsorship of a service leadership program club is as simple as writing a check, but it's far more than that. There are actually a number of things that a Kiwanis club should be doing each year to ensure the success of their SLP clubs. You can get much more detailed information on each of these items at www.kiwanis.org/advisor, but I wanted to take a moment to run through a few of them here for you today. First, when you sponsor a service leadership program club, you should have a Kiwanis member serving as an advisor to each of your clubs. This person needs to have the time to truly interact and be present for many of those clubs' meetings and projects. Since that's such a large time commitment, it's best to have multiple people that can take turns visiting with the SLP club. Obviously, one of the main forms of support a Kiwanis club can provide is financial, but this should be more than just a line item in your club's budget. It should be the interaction with the individual SLP clubs to help them create their own annual budgets and work through the ins and outs of managing them throughout the year. These are life lessons you're providing to those student leaders. In addition, it's your club's responsibility to ensure that the SLP club pays its dues on time each year. That doesn't mean that you have to pay the dues for them, but simply make sure that they are on top of the process. Next, make sure you meet with the principal of the school or the dean of students each year so that you're in touch with the needs of the campus, and you can help guide your SLP club's officers. This is very similar to your club conducting a community analysis to know what areas your Kiwanis club should focus on throughout the year. The officers of your Service Leadership Programs Club have to be trained each year. Whether your Kiwanis club conducts the training yourself, or you make sure they attend a district-provided training, it's your club's responsibility to ensure that those officers have the skills they need to keep the club on their chosen path. Finally, your club's leadership should sit down at least once a year with the student leadership of the SLP club and discuss joint plans for how your clubs can work together on projects led by both clubs. You should also make sure that members of that SLP club attend your meetings on a regular basis to report on the work they're doing. Members of your club can be re-energized when they hear about the positive impact the students they support are making. As we move into the holiday season later this month, we should all stop to reflect on how fortunate we are. My request to you is that you take a moment and think about how you can give back more through Kiwanis. May you have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. Thank you for your commitment to Kiwanis, and thank you for supporting the children of the world.